Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we are reacting to this complete idiot, man. This guy that doesn't know anything, damn thing about the game of basketball. His name is KrispyFlakes, and this was his official 2021 All-NBA team selection predictions, man. As we all know, the All-NBA teams have been announced officially. And, yeah, this video was made on, 420, man. 420, so we're going to see what this man was smoking at the time. Let's get it. Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. So see just how wrong he was with the zero knowledge.
Predictions for the All-NBA first, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third teams. Now, keep in mind, man, like this changed, like this list like changes for me on the daily, just because there's different games that happen, circumstances, and players going crazy and stuff that makes it just change, right? So whatever my teams were maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, could totally be different today.
Okay, we get it. You're trying to backtrack now, trying to save yourself from later.
There most definitely will be snubs. Hopefully you guys don't dislike the video because of that reason.
Oh, I'm disliking it right now.
I'm fully aware.
Just disliked it.
There is only 15 spots for the All-NBA.
Disliked, man.
Way more talent than that in the NBA. So if you guys don't mind dropping that like, just because, man, like, we got different...
Bro, just get to the damn video!
Where I am picking the match. Before we get going on the
oh my God.
All-NBA team. Well, first and foremost, I'm going to say, I feel like stats, those are for the All-Star games. Now, stats obviously are important.
Bro, get to the damn video, man.
For me, the player can like change the culture next them, right, man? So
you damn stole my damn history teacher, bro. Speed your ass up, man. This is the worst video I've ever seen in my entire life. This dude's a complete moron.
Yeah, let's get going on this. I'm actually gonna.
It's about damn time, old man.
First, just because I feel like that's like the least surprising of these. As we get down, you guys will be like, whoa, like who's not going to make it, on Crispy's list here. So,
all right, so all NBA first in real life, as we all know, man, Giannis, Jokic, Curry, Luka, and Kawhi Leonard, man.
We'll be looking off screen, man. I do have my list, fully on here with stats and everything. I have player records and everything pulled up. So,
wow, you're so prepared.
Let's go right into this.
Such a prepared man.
I will snub somebody that people are going to get mad about. I'm already fully aware of that. But, okay, so let's start with the guard position, guys. My all-NBA first-team point guard is Steph Curry.
Hey, 1 for 1, man.
Ago, it would have been Dame.
What a hot take.
But right now, man, the way Curry has been playing, just like the amount of threes he's been hitting and really just literally just putting the Golden State Warriors on his back, man. Like, it's some of the...
Okay.
Just going...
Next one.
I just don't think that's going to happen. I feel like there's a lot more other factors and stuff that go into the MVP award.
I think Jokic is going to win it.
But I recognize Curry, man, as like All-NBA first, no doubt in my mind. So the other position I have is also going to be, well, I think this guy's technically listed as a shooting guard, but he mostly plays point guard for the team. That's going to be James Harden.
Ooh, James Harden. Hey,
Harden.
Let's be honest, though, man. James Harden, like, I mean, the numbers went down a little bit because obviously he became more like an efficient player on the Nets and stuff. But, yeah.
11 assists and 5
he should have made a team, I
11,
think, for
31,
sure.
5. But, yeah, Harden, to me, my just, like, approach when it comes to Harden has just changed so much based off this season. And I've really, like, I knew James Harden as, like, the hero ball guy on the Houston Rockets. We all saw that. We saw it did not really lead to winning basketball. Just the way he's been able to impact the game.
Right. All right, let's go to the next one.
Obviously, the Houston Rockets situation ended pretty awkwardly. And, well, we all roasted him for years about the hero ball. Now, okay, so my all-NBA forward. So I'm going to be doing 2 forwards and then, 1 center spot. So for me, man, it's still got to be LeBron James.
Hey, straight up, that's not a bad take, guys. I made this video on 420, right? So, I mean, like, when you really think about it, like, LeBron, before he was having, like, injury issues, he was playing like an MVP. Look up the numbers, man. The dude was putting MVP numbers, so it's like you can't really roast me for putting a guy there that got injured. Like, I can't predict damn injuries, although with how the NBA is going right now, you can pretty much say anybody's going to get injured. It's probably going to come true at some point because injuries have just been horrible this season.
Understand that LeBron has missed some games, but I was actually comparing him to some of like the other small forwards and power forwards in the NBA, and a lot of like the top-notch ones that like you would no doubt have like in the top spots no matter what. A lot of them have missed like significant time for one reason
Durant
or another. So have been like guys like Kawhi Leonard. Some games, not too many, not as many years past, but Kevin Durant's another one to name. So yeah, to me, like LeBron, yes.
Yeah, I don't really get people that say like Durant's. Yo, what's that face, man? Look like some 420 action right there, man. I don't really get people that say that Durant should have made the All NBA teams. Like, obviously, if he was completely healthy the entire season, he would have made it, no doubt. But the man played like 30 games or something like that. So he might have himself a damn Finals MVP to show for it instead, right? Which is better than All NBA team.
We've definitely seen
in my opinion
on the Lakers, which is why I said earlier, impact is a big time. That's just how it is for me. So I think really like if the other years didn't happen, he would probably be in the running for the MVP award, and that is going to be, if I can find him on my list, he's somewhere here. Where are we at, man? I know maybe I already selected him. Wait, there we go. Giannis
Antetokounmpo. He made it. So
yes, when it comes to Giannis winning the MVP award, it's going to simply come down to voters' fatigue. But Giannis is still playing some of his best basketball. He keeps on getting better, like year after year.
Except against the Nets.
Jokic is becoming even more important. Right now, the Denver Nuggets are on a 3-game win streak. So keep in mind, that's like without Jamal Murray, with him going down with injury and stuff. So Jokic is just showing his value even more and why he's worthy of not only, in my opinion, winning the MVP award, but All-NBA.
Okay, so my All-NBA first, I think, was pretty solid here, man. I mean, I don't think having James Harden as All-NBA first was a hot take. Like, at the time when he was playing stuff, now, the injury, really, LeBron and James Harden, I really both think both those guys could have made it if it wasn't for injury. So, obviously, I didn't have Kawhi on there, which a lot of people are kind of back and forth in Kawhi making the All-NBA first team anyway, so I'm not too upset about that. And then, Luka Doncic, James Harden, I mean, yeah, Luka ended up having the better season, so I'll take the L on that one.
So, yeah, Jokic.
All right, we got All-NBA second.
I've ever seen. I mean, too big a great games because or they've a second. I mean, a few weeks ago I had him as.
You really explain yourself, Crispy.
You're still putting up Dame time numbers, right? But I mean,
there we go, Damian.
On another level where I feel like it was worthy having, Curry at number 1. So Damian Lillard, 29 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and the Portland Trailblazers, 32 and 24.
Always in the man Curry's shadow, unfortunately.
Currently the 6th seed at the making of this video. So yeah, Dame just Mr. Consistent, right? Like that's like you always know what you're gonna get from Damian, and it's always pretty damn good. It's always top 2 3-point guard in the NBA. Okay, next up for All NBA second, I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic. So I know a lot of people probably have him maybe like in their All NBA first. I simply do not, just because like the Dallas Mavericks, it seems like they have taken a little bit of a step back this season. I don't think that's Luka's fault at all.
They all just fired their GM.
Look at some of these other teams and their records, maybe like their impact and stuff like that, or. I feel like All-NBA second felt about right for Luka on the season, man. He's averaged 29 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. So, yeah, still absolutely fantastic. I don't have him over Curry or Harden, so that's why he's on All-NBA second and not All-NBA first. And I was pretty good with that. Still getting better every single season. So, Luka is absolutely amazing. It's just so much damn talent in the NBA. Okay, for the All-NBA second, for the first forward position, we are going to have Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, so I've done pretty good at, like... I mean, the guy's obviously not in correct order, but I mean, as far as like having the correct guys selected, which I don't think is that tough to do. I mean, I shouldn't give myself like too much credit for that. Like, oh, you had Damian Lillard as a guy for the All NBA team. It's like, good job. Yes, we all had that, right? But yeah, man, I still think it's a bad list. I actually think this is more accurate if injuries never happened.
Kawhi is one of those guys that I will even admit that I could argue for being All NBA first, and I would have no problems with him.
Hey, there we go. I even said it. Okay.
Playing more games and stuff like that. Like, I think that's definitely an argument to be had this year when it comes down to these teams. He's averaging 26.7 rebounds, 5 assists. One of the best.
My Last of Us
in the NBA.
Got it in a loot box, man, or crate, whatever it's called.
40 and 19 on the season. So, yeah, I mean, we all know the impact of Kawhi Leonard, and of course, Paul George is playing some amazing basketball. So
yeah, Paul George is going to play like Indiana Pacers.
This one might be a little bit of a hot take, and
with Kawhi being out,
admit to that. But this goes, simply beyond stats.
Okay.
This one right here, I think this man deserves this. I feel like the way this man has been playing as of late, like
okay,
he's been talking about being like in the conversation for MVP. I don't know if I would go quite that far, but he has definitely been so valuable. He's changed the complete just like direction of this franchise, at least for this season. And that's going to be Julius Randle.
Yo! Let's go, baby! Oh, man! Crispy from the past predicting Julius Randle All-NBA second. Let's get it, man. People were mad about this one, too. Hey. Let's get it, man. Oh, I'm feeling good.
I have no problems putting Julius Randle All-NBA.
Me either. Old Crispy or younger Crispy.
Okay,
older Crispy.
That would have been a little bit too far, but the way he's been playing as of late, man. So Julius on the.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna say this to me, like what Julius is.
Okay.
Season, by the way.
We all know we play great. Okay, moving on.
Action out there.
Moving on.
Guys, but I'm paying the respect with the respect.
Moving on.
Center, this one's pretty easy, no doubt, man.
Joel Embiid.
Moving on. Really nice.
Moving on. Don't care what to say about him, man.
Simply is not. Guard position. to me, once again, man, this comes down to just changing culture out there.
I can't think who it
I like
was.
to call this, man, the Steve Nash effect. You know, Steve Nash
Chris
won
Paul?
MVPs not by having the greatest stats all the time when he won those awards,
Chris Paul?
but having the greatest impact. And that's got to be Chris Paul.
Hey, yo, there we go, man. Hey, yo, I did pretty good. I did pretty damn good here, man. Because CP3, he was All-NBA second. He was the second guard. So, yeah, once again, James Harden is really what's throwing off my list. Because I obviously would have had Luka up there, and then I probably would have had Chris Paul up here. So, okay, man.
Right here,
James Harden threw me off.
I love Devin Booker and stuff, but, you know, this team is completely different with CP3 on the squad. So he's averaging 16 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds per game, and he has the Phoenix Suns. With
Hopefully he can get back healthy in time for the Western Conference Finals.
Be pretty good, but that Mikal Bridges, or third to start the year, I was a
Kyrie?
little bit
He got...
maybe harsh is the word on Kyrie.
Yo, Kyrie did make the All-NBA second. Man, yo, I did a good-ass predictions, man. I guess, yo, I'll talk about what I would change now. I'll talk about what I change now when we're all done watching this.
And stuff like that, and for reasons that, you know, man, I mean, I don't want to get into, like, the politics behind it or anything like that.
Well, that was the very beginning of the season.
Games that some people would say he should have missed, and other people say he should not have missed.
Okay. Next.
NBA third. So I'm gonna tell you guys my biggest snub right now that would no doubt, in my opinion, actually probably be All NBA first if it wasn't for like missing a really big significant time. Man.
Kevin Durant.
More so than a lot of these other guys. You know, Kevin Durant. I do not have him on my All NBA teams. He's only played like in the low 20 games. I recognize he's putting up All NBA numbers. But
exactly.
So much
and that's the difference right there, man. People will get mad at you for having that take, but it's like you can't get rewarded for stuff you didn't do. If you were not playing in a lot of the games, a lot of these other guys did, then you know what I'm saying, man?
In the NBA, man. Like, third, fourth to the franchise.
Okay, who's the next one?
Right
Jimmy
now,
Butler. Hey, let's go. Woo, man.
They had a very, very rough start to the season.
You can feel the Jason Tatum guys coming at me, though, man. But
yeah, they're currently on a 2-game win streak, too. So,
yeah, I remember this video when I posted it. A lot of my hate I got was for not having Jason Tatum in Paul George. I don't believe I have Paul George in here. So, I mean, I guess that held up in real life, right?
Early season, man, 21 points.
I would have Tatum in it now.
Per game.
I would have him in it now.
Important to that Miami Heat franchise. He's just such an important player.
All right, go do your other forward.
On this season, like he is showing us why he is the.
Okay, that was a bad take. Zion was very dominant. Don't get me wrong, but that was a bad take. Zion was the worst take of this entire thing so far. Like remove him, put in Jason Tatum, and the thing he didn't Jason Tatum make in real life. Bradley Beal. I mean, Bradley Beal put up great numbers. Okay. My center, I think, was Rudy Gobert.
He's the lead. I feel like
Rudy Gobert. Really talk. Oh, there we go.
Great, one of the best defense.
Okay, so centers I nailed. Had Julius, had Giannis up there. You know, LeBron, Kawhi, switched those two guys around. Although I didn't think Kawhi, I think if matched playing the same amount of games, I think LeBron would have had over him. Had Jimmy right here. Let's move up Luka. And then put CP3 right there. And then we got room for another guard in which, I probably personally would have put Donovan Mitchell. So Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell. And then now looking at it, like I would replace Zion personally with Jason Tatum. And I think that'd be my perfect list there, man. So I think overall, hey, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It could have been a lot worse. Now looking back, and I'm like, hey, I had some decent takes here, for it being roughly 2 months ago, man. Roughly 2 months ago. So, yeah, that's all we got for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Give me your thoughts about this in the comment section below. And peace out, my friends.